Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Inters Racing League. It's Tier 2 here at Singapore, as you can see on the screen. Whoa, that is not what I meant to do. We're good? Okay. Yeah. Hopefully everyone's going well in the chat. It's Tier 2, it's round 11, it's Singapore, and it's Inters Racing League. What much more do you want? It's going to be an absolute beautiful race tonight. Sorry, not tonight, this afternoon. A lot of reserves racing, so should be an interesting race. Just have to see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well in the chat. We will get up the calendar to see how what is up next week. I already know it. It's the Land Down Under. It is Australia that Inters will be racing at next week, if it wants to pop up on screen. But yeah, who is okay, A-Dog? That's, I don't know. It is Cam on comms today. I'm sorry for everyone's ears, unfortunately. Very sorry about that, but unfortunately you guys aren't going to have to deal with it. So, yeah, bummer. Should be going very soon. What I wanted to do. But yeah, it is Australia next week. Doesn't want to come up. So let's get the overall constructors up. Thank you, A-Dog. Very, very much appreciated. There we go. Overall standings, it is RB. Finally gotten over Ferrari, my team. The Tifosi, the Scuderia. They're 7 points ahead. After Tier 3, though, they're no longer 7 points ahead. But yeah, it's then Haas with Scotty and Blurs tonight. They should kick ass. Then McLaren, we've got Domois, who came second last night in Tier 2. Probably will get the win after stewarding. And Lil Sheldon, RB has got Darkened Shadows and Loading Rifle. Ferrari, obviously Battle Cat and Batman. As Tetris is live at the real life Singapore track. Williams racing tonight. You've got letter P and you've got letter P and a reserve of 2 seconds. Not a reserve, sorry, Ethimon. Letter P and Ethimon in the Williams, who are now P5 in the standings. Alpine dropped a couple spots after round 10. Speaking of Alpine, you've got Tyrone, who is also a Tier 3 driver, P4, I believe, last night in Tier 3. You've got Tyrone, and you have got FTR Cali, who also is showing some good pace on this game. You've then got Aston Martin, who have 2 reserves racing tonight of Broadster for Hire and Arcs. They are sitting P7 in the overall standings. Favourite little Tyrone. Already got some favourites as we're about to get starting here tonight. We've then got in the Merc. We've only got 4 drivers. I don't know why everyone's ready up. Prosperic Drop Bear. We've also got 2 reserves for Merc. Prosperic Drop Bear and Granny Fatty, which is Granny Fatty is... I forget who it was. How's it going, Buster? Hope you're going well. Red Bull. We then have eBay Boy and El Majacko, both full time. And in the Kick Sauber, we have 2 reserves of Vice JT, finally back on the grid, and Jabot, Tier 2 and Tier 3 reserve, I believe. So yeah, that is the grid for tonight, or this afternoon. We'll check the Tier 2 drivers and constructors. Yeah, that's what I meant. Tier 2 drivers and constructors. So, it is. That driver's a bit hard to see, but it's Battle Cat takes the lead of the drivers and Ferrari who takes the lead of the constructors. So, Ferrari currently leading both championships in Tier 2. It's then Ferrari, Haas, RB, Williams, Alpine, McLaren, Aston, Merc, Red Bull and Sauber. And the top 3 for the drivers, it's 1 Ferrari, 2 Haas's, it's Battle Cat, Scotty and Blurs, who are all racing tonight. This afternoon, sorry, I keep saying tonight. Yeah. Last week out, we were at Baku. I think there were quite a lot of DNFs last week for Tier 2, round 10. Should pop up in just a moment. Here we go. Grandson Nips won it, and it was an RB1-2. It was Grandson Nips. It was Dark and Shadow, Dark and Shadow is racing this afternoon. Grandson Nips is not. So that was last time out. Battlecat rounding off the podium. We'll see if this calendar wants to work. I don't think the overlays like the calendar. Bit rude. But it is Australia up next week. So yeah, let's just get started, shall we? It's up. Okay. Yeah, well, there's a couple reserves not in. I know, Devo, you should be in here, mate. Don't know what you're doing. Anyway. Move along with that. Alright, I know why you want racing. Who isn't in? So we're missing a Mercedes. We're missing both of the Aston Martins. Yeah, I know. We're missing a Mercedes. Yeah, both the Astons and Mercedes. As back drop there gets underway through 1, 2, and 3 we go. Riding on board with the Merc through to turn 4 now. Sorry, that's turn 5 actually. There's a couple of weird corners. Through 6, the little kink, and now through 7 into Memorial Corner. Don't touch the inside curb or you will just get spat straight out into turn 8, which is Stamford. Now going into Padang, turn 9, into the Singapore Sling. This was quite hectic last night out at Tier 3. But back drop there, it seems to have done it quite well. You can tell he is on full traction. You just pin the throttle. No repercussions. DR rear wing is wide open for drop bit, as there's an RB right behind him and an Alpine right behind him. So that RB might be getting a juicy little tow. We'll see if it's worth a lot. Through 16 and 17, the final chicane. Then we're about to go through 18 and 19. Pushback drop bed did not. He's on medium, so this is just a bit of a feel for the track. And it's a 28.959. Dark and Shadows with a 26. 5:59. That is very quick. That is very, very quick. Wow. That is... Yeah. Sheldon, Callie, Tyrone, and Jebot all set lap times. Behind of Shadows, we see Vice F1 setting a lap. There's an RB, Red Bull, sorry, of McJacko. There's a Haas of Blurs with a 27.249.7 behind of Shadows, as I think that's Batman starting a lap now. There seems to be a Williams of letter P rounding turn 8 and turn 9. He's been showing some good pace on this game and in this tier. He goes provisional P3 with a 27.392. Next to set a lap will it be Batman. Sorry, not Batman, Loading Rifle. He has gone purple sector 1, also it tells me. Shadows is 100% setting tier 1 times. That was very good from Shadows. Through Padang goes Loading Rifle in the RB. His teammate has set a very competitive first lap time. He might not even have to go out again. But what can Shadow's teammate do? Loading Rifle. He is a tier 3 driver. He's coming P3 in the tier 3 standings. Burn into Connaught. I think that's how you say it, possibly. It's turn 14. No DRS in F124, but on the real life game, there is DRS on this straight. 315 he went, the little kink. Might be getting a tiny little toe from that Red Bull driver. Through 16 and 17 goes Loading Rifle. He'll then be going through turn 18 and 19. What can the tier 3 driver do to the line? And it's provisional P5. It's a 27.909 from Loading Rifle. Is Batman still on a lap? No, he's not. He is going to peel into the pit lane. But I'll tell you who is on a lap. It's the current chip leader. It's Battlecat in the Scuderia, in the Ferrari. What can the Cattlebat do? Approaching Memorial Corner. Through Memorial Corner he goes into Stamford. Takes it gear 2. Fully on the throttle. Tiny bit of braking. And then through turn 9 of Padang. Approaching the Singapore Sling. And he does it quite well, actually. Now through 11 and 12 and 13 now. And then rear wing will be wide open going into Connaught, which is turn 14. It says purple sector 2. We'll have to see if that's legit or not. He's on the juice. Very much on the juice. Going into 16 and 17. This can be very interesting. Full throttle. Will it be full throttle through here? You can take it full throttle through here. Bit cautious is Battlecat to the line. Provisional P5 with a 27.680. I think Scotty is on a lap. He's P2 in the standings by 70 points. Battlecat has pulled away just a tiny bit to the Haas driver of Blurs and Scotty. Although Blurs did have a 2-week break, I believe. So he lost a couple points. Anyway, rear wing open for Scotty. He is in none though, so this will not be a lap time. Must have had a little bit of a muck up, but he should go again soon. Tyrone is on a lap. Tier 3 reserve. I feel like we'll be saying that. I don't know that. Yeah, I reckon Checkered Flag is on Shadow's account, and he's done the 26.559 through Connaught. Tyrone's 5 seconds down, so this won't be a good enough lap time. Who else is on a lap? It seems like Rifle is on another lap through Connaught. He's 1.5 tenths down though. What about the Alpine of Tyrone? He peels into the pits. Vettel, right? Prosperic drop there. 5 tenths. Sorry, not 5 tenths. 5 seconds down. And he peels in the pits. So it will be Rifle the next one to set a lap time. Through 18 and through 19 to the line. Loading rifle 27.964. Half a tenth down on his time as you see his teammate Darkened Shadows exiting the pit lane. There's a Red Bull and a Ferrari of Battlecat and Majacko starting their laps. Battlecat very close to Majacko. What about Majacko's teammate eBay Boy? He'll just be starting a lap. Through turn 5 goes Battlecat. There's a lot of cars here. Loading rifle does get out of the way. I think that's loading rifle at least. Possibly it was. Yep. Through Memorial Corner and then through Stamford goes Battlecat. His last lap time 26.768. Can he improve on it? We'll have to see, but there's a butt ton of cars at the Singapore Sling, which is where Battlecat goes now. His teammate gets out of the way through 11 and 12. We'll have to see what the middle sector split will be. Battlecat seems to be catching El Majacko just a bit. The toe will definitely be helping. It's not a huge toe, but it's a toe. Nonetheless, through Connaught, turn 14. On the juice early with the slipstream. Will Nips get out of the way? Seems to be Battlecat gets a juicy toe from Nips. Through 16 and 17. It's flat on full traction, I believe. This can also be flat if Battlecat is listening. To the line. And it's a 27.394. Pretty much a 3/10 improvement. He goes provisional P4 2000s behind the letter P. Is that Donmar about to finish a little up? No, because he peels in the pit lane. What about eBay Boy? 28.325 P11. Vettel is on a lap. He's 8 seconds up on his previous lap time. Good from Vettel. Holy roll up, yes. To the line, it's a 29.472 for Vettel. He stays provisional P16. What about one of these Hasses? Is it Scotty? It is Scotty, but he peels into the pits. Callie also peels into the pits. There's a kick. Jebot, but he's invalidated. Vice is just on an out lap. Sheldon, what can Sheldon do? To the line. He's quite a bit up, and he's very much up. 26.905 for Lil Sheldon. P2 for the Papaya. Blurs, he's very quick on this game. And I couldn't see how much of an improvement it was, but he stays P3 for the time being. There's a Mercedes rounding the final turn. It's Drop Bear starting a lap. Darkened Shadows seems to be on a lap. He has invalidated those, so I think he'll peel into the pits. Nope, he'll start another lap with not a lot of ERS, so we'll have to see what he can do. I think Batman will be rounding the final turn for the first time tonight for the set lap. It's a 29.726. Goes a Ferrari Tier 3 driver. Very good lap from Grandson Nips. I don't even know if I can do that lap time. I'm not even gonna lie, that is a very rapid lap time. Shit. Singapore. Who is on the lap? Oh, no. Kid. Vice. He is on a lap, and he's doing quite good on this lap, actually. Could be seeing him jump a couple positions. He has a lot of ERS, though. So, to the line. Vice F1. P8. 27.761. 3,000ths behind eBay Boy in the Red Bull. What can Drop Bear do? He's 5/10ths up, so this can also see him jumping a few spots for the Mercedes driver. Through 18 and 19 he goes with 70% ERS. To the line. 28.286 P13 for Drop Bear. Is that Darkened Shadows? It is, and he peels into the pit lane. So next set of lap time will not be eBay Boy. It won't be a competitive lap time. No one on the lap, I don't think. No. No. Yeah, wait, cruising. The Pit Device F1 is around at Singapore Sling. Broseph in the chat. Hope you're going well today, Broseph. Tyrone is on a lap. He has currently done a 28.121. So we'll see what the Tier 3 driver can do in the Alpine. We've got the Haas and McLaren TP in the chat. Who will do better? You've got Domwa, who technically won last night at Singapore, and Sheldon, who is currently sitting P2. So very quick lap time as we see Tyrone go through turn 9, pedang into the Singapore Sling, and now through 11 and 12. Now through 13, prioritise the exit. That's what you want to do. There's quite a long straight. Pardon me. Through Connaught, turn 14. Through 15, the little, forget the word. Anyway, through 16 and 17 goes the Alpine driver. Squeaker is very tired. No, he's not too tired. Squeaker just wants some food. P11, he doesn't improve by 3 thousandths as there's a Red Bull of Jacko starting a lap. What about Callie? He's also just going to be starting a lap. There's a Williams driver, letter P. He'll just be starting a lap. As someone did join. And I've missed it. I forgot who it was. It would have been Vettel. Join a while ago. Battlecat. Not on a lap. I'm going to try comms curse one of these McLaren drivers. Or the Haas drivers. So no, actually, the RB drivers. Because in the championship fight with them. Speaking of Vettel, he is a 10th up. What can he do? Just went through the Singapore Sling through 15. Oh, sorry, 13. Into Connaught. Save the curse for the race. I will. Through 15 goes Vettel in the Merc. Now through 16 and 17. Fully flat there. Full traction is just absolutely crazy. Through 18 and 19. What is it for Vettel? It is a 29 flat 4/10 improvement. Stays P16. Domwa is not on a lap, I don't think. Callie is on a lap though. Actually, one of the Haas is on a... No, they're not. Stay on Callie. The RBs are pretty much kissing each other. At the back there. Yep. Through 16 and 17 goes Callie. What will it be? He's going through 18 and 19. You can easily take this flat. Easily take that flat. If you... 27.425. Don't know what I was about to say just then, but Callie does a 27.425. And I don't know why I said that so quick. That was very cringe. Shadows on a lap. I don't really think he needs to be on another lap, as he's currently on pole by 4/10. Oh, Sheldon! We said he was going well. That's qualifying over. That went very quick. Sheldon will not get another lap time in. So everyone on the lap except for Jebot, Domwa, and Sheldon, and a couple others. Who is doing good as a Mercedes of... Not drop there of Vettel, but I think he's already finished. He has. So what can Sheldon do? Well, it doesn't matter actually because he messed his lap up. He will not be on pole. What about El Majako? He's 3/10 up. Will it be flat? Nearly flat through 18 and 19. And he stays P7. There's a Haas now. Is it Blurs? Please be Blurs. It is 26.836. He goes provisional P2. Now what can Scotty do to the line? Stays P10. Was that Battle? No, it was Batman who ran to the finish line. He goes P15. There's now 2 RBs. The front one is Rifle. And he's marginally up. We'll go to Shadows, see what he can do. No, he's 7 seconds down. So what about... Is it Callie? No, he's not on the lap either. It'll be Vice. Across the line, has a lot of ERS. Probably could have gone a bit quicker. Stays P9. What about Battle Cat? To the line, he's just a bit down, and he does not improve on his time. eBay Boy jumps Elmer Jacko, so it's up to Letter P, who's not on a lap. So that is qualifying done and dusted. It's an RB on pole. Then it's Blurs. Then it's Sheldon, Letter P, Battle Cat, Callie, eBay Boy, Mijako, Vice, Scotty, Rifle, Drop Bear, Tyrone, Jebot, Batman, Donwa, and Vettel. That is your qualifying grid. So that is the grid. As I get something sorted. Shadows borrowing some sandbags from Dunno. Yep. That is... Yeah, pole on his first lap. Very quick time. Very, very, very quick. Hello, Pinkle Potts. First time chatter. Hope you're doing well, Pinkle. We are just at... It's tier 2. It's round 11. It's Singapore, as you can tell from the title. And we've got a banker on pole. A 1-lap banker. Sitting on pole of Darkened Shadows in the RB. So the strategies tonight will probably be medium hard or hard medium. Don't imagine anyone touching the softs unless there's a late safety car. Why do I keep yawning? Hope you're well, Pinklepot. And I hope you enjoy this race that is about to unfold. We're about to get underway here tonight. Jesus. Here we go. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4. Now it's 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go here at tier 2. It seems like most of the drivers got a good start, except for the Mercedes out the back. Someone's already lost the front wing as Darkened Shadows keeps the lead. Sheldon going a little bit wide into turns 2 and 3. So there was a bit of carnage off the start for the back runners, but everyone is still running and is still close to the pack. A lot of movement down the back bit of the grid involving Rifle, Vettel, Vice, Batman, Tyrone. A couple tier 3 drivers in the mix of that, but the front runners kept it very clean. Sheldon has gone off once again in these early stages of the race, and Darkened Shadows 7/10 in the lead after a couple of turns. Doesn't mean anything though, because it is a very long race. The 2 Red Bulls will be wanting to work with each other. That's the possible race strategies. The 2-stop will not be on tonight. That is just not smart. Everyone on the mediums. So yeah, that's the strategy choice. Medium hard tonight. Will not need to be on that screen anymore. Because, well, everyone on the meds as Blurs and Darkened Shadows. Why did I say Blurs like that? Anyway, Blurs and Darkened Shadows through 16 and 17. They're pulling a bit of a gap from Sheldon in the McLaren. In the Papaya. Through 18, 19 they go. And it's Darkened Shadows who leads the race after lap 1 as we go through Helicam into turns 1, 2, and 3. They're definitely putting a bit of a gap. Oh, there's been an incident down the back involving Rifle. What has happened with Rifle? He's near the pit lane wall, and so is Vettel. Had a bit of an incident, and they're both going to peel into the pit. So 3 people have pitted: Jebot, Rifle, and Vettel. Not the start that those 3 wanted. But anything can happen in this race. Rifle's teammate currently leading the race. Doing very well, working with Blurs. Sheldon in P3 currently. Is Letter P going to go for a move on Battle Cat into the Singapore Sling? No, he's not. It's not the best place to get a move done. And he will not go for it. So the Ferrari driver, currently P1 in the standings, is Battle Cat. Of the Tier 2 standings, he leads it. Ferrari also lead it. So we'll have to see if Scotty, P2 in the standings, can gain some points on him, but he won't right now. But Blurs, who's 2 points behind his teammate Scotty in the standings, will gain some points as we see the other possible ratio is medium, medium, hard. It's either medium, hard, or hard, medium. I think that'll be 2 strategies as Blurs has lost quite a lot. What has happened to Blurs? Blurs now 2.5 seconds behind Darkened Shadows, and Sheldon's caught up to Blurs. So, yeah, Brosev's driver of Blurs has dropped a tiny bit just then. I wonder what happened there. We were riding on board with Battle Cat. Just lost some time. P1 definitely is crazy pace. Pink a lot, Pinkle Pop. Just gonna call you Pink. Yeah, his banker was pole by 4/10, so just proves he's definitely got some pace. He's got a beautiful Helicam. I wish we could just stay on Helicam for the whole lap because it is just magnificent. As Sheldon has disconnected. I'll quickly try to get Sheldon in. If I added him, I think I did. Really hoping I did. Okay, Lil Sheldon has gotten the invite, sorry, but he's going to be quite slow. His AI is going to be quite slow. So can the Letter P capitalise on that into turn 16? Oh, Letter P's round! Letter P made contact with Sheldon's AI, and he is now hit the wall. He hasn't gotten any damage from it, luckily, but he's lost a lot of spots from that. So Letter P was sitting P5. He's now P14 as Callie gets ahead of Sheldon's AI. So does eBay Boy. What about Elmer Jacko? Yes, he does. Elmer Jacko gets in. Darkin should be tier 1, especially with that pace. And I don't think I'm going to come anywhere near that tomorrow night for tier 1, but we'll have to see what happens as Callie now 2.5 seconds behind Battle Cat, who is now been promoted to the podium. He will want to be working with Blurs to catch Darkened Shadows as Scotty has DNF'd. No, Scotty's out. Oh no. Oh no, Scotty. We were just talking about it before. Scotty's made contact with Lil Sheldon's AI. Scotty now out of the race. Oh, not ideal. Oh, and Sheldon's been disqualified. Lil Sheldon has just been disqualified as well. So Scotty and Sheldon out of this race, just like that. Oh, not ideal. Did the fuck on his pit? No. Everyone's staying out. It seems. We might be able to get Scotty on comms if he wants to. we might have a co-commentator, possibly. Oh, he's probably not in the best mood. As yeah, a lot of people are pitting, and I think that is the very right call to pit onto the new set of hards that can go to the end of the race. Devo's done a race. He knows that they can go to the end. Broseph also raced last night. Top 7, I think, for you, Broseph. Top 7, top 8. Good result. Yeah, and forgot about that. Devo and Brosev's drivers both out of this race. Two seconds, guys. Yeah, the AI glitch really is just, it should be patched by now. It really should, but it isn't. So yeah. Really unfortunate for Sheldon with the disconnect in the AI pit, not pit and quit, AI quit pretty much, AI DNF. So we'll see if Scotty wants to get in here. I really wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't want to. After that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can get this one. Scotty's a decision, so I don't think he was running comms. Which is very understandable as we look at the standings for Tier 2. Scotty was in P2, but might be overtaken by Blurs and Darkened Shadows possibly. Ferrari still leads, so for us Ferrari drivers, we'll be very happy about that. As Batman is in the top 10. As the Tier 3 drivers, that's very good from the man. Tyrone, also Tier 3 driver, P11. And Loading Rifle, P14. As eBay Boy and Blurs are having a bit of a moment. Don't know what's going on with that. Right, well, I think it isn't safe to go on this lap. I mean, it's a very late call. I know the overlay is still up. Yep, no safety car in this lap. So we stay under yellow flags under safety car for another lap tonight. It is now lap 7. Very unfortunate for Sheldon and Scotty, two drivers with very, very good pace. Just unfortunate from them. I wonder... Oh, we've got another first-time chatter. Irish! How are you doing, Irish? Hope you're well. It is just a safety car currently, Tier 2 here at Inters Racing League. Racing, it's good. It's currently not racing right now. It's under safety car from... Sheldon's in the chat. There was a DNF with Scotty 703 in the Haas. Unfortunate. We'll get the overlay back off. So it is obviously still Dark and Shadows leading this race, followed by Majacko. El Majacko, full-time Red Bull driver, was Tier 3 Oz F1, now been moved up. Very good pace from himself, but the top 3 are yet to pit, so I don't, yeah, it's going to be hard for them to win if there's not another safety car. Because I believe pitting definitely was the right call. But we'll have to see. It will be safety car on this lap, no doubt about it. Unless the safety car driver is special. But no, safety car in this lap. It'll be Dark and Shadows to lead us away. Here we go. 11 and 12. Hope you're doing well, by the way, Irish. Hope your day is going fantastic as Dark and Shadows leads us through 16 and 17. When will it be green flag running? And it's pedal to the metal, foot to the floor for the second time tonight. I'm doing great, Irish, and that's good to hear that you're doing good. But yeah, it is green flag running for the second time tonight, and it's still Dark and Shadow who leads us. It's a Red Bull team 1-2 currently, with Red Bull's sister team RB leading the race, followed by Kick Sauber, and then our championship leader of Battlecat. Is Battlecat going to get the move on Vice F1 into turn 6? He might get it done. Oh, stays back through Memorial Corner. Patient with it. Patient is Battlecat. And that's what he is known for, and consistency. And that is why he's your championship leader. As through the Singapore Sling they go, as the top 2 running away with this. El Majacko, if he can somehow stay with Dark and Shadow, so he has a lot of pace, they'll be going very well. But it seems like Dark and Shadow already trying to drop Majacko. DRS is not activated, obviously, as is the first lap. After safety car, DRS will be activated next lap. Doesn't matter too much, but seems to matter a bit as Blurs has a penalty. I don't know when that was from. It's a 10 second for possibly spinning the pit lane. Jeez, Bro Seville is very unlucky from the... oh, I thought they crashed for a second. I just looked back. Very unlucky from the Haas drivers. Will we see a move from the vacuum engine? Sounds like absolute donkey. Don't know why F1 did it. We don't have much say in it, as will Battlecat finally get the move with his rear wing open on Vice. Rear wing is open. Vice's rear wing is very much closed into Memorial Corner, and he gets the move to stick. But will Vice look for a move down the inside of turn 7? He makes a bit of a decision to stay out. He thought about it, but he stays behind Battlecat. So Battlecat now into P3. Sorry. Yeah, Ferrari now on the podium, 3.5 seconds behind the front 2. So these front 2 are absolutely running away with this. 1-2, but they still have to pit again, unfortunately for them. As we see a little bit of a train behind Batman, as letter P gets the move on Batman. What about Loading Rifle? No, he is too far back, and letter P promotes himself to P11. Vice F1 staying with Battlecat. His rear wing is open into turn 1. Does he look for the move? He cuts the chicane a tiny bit, and he stays back with a little bit of a Constantina effect. Oh yeah, they're bumping front and rear wings now, as Vice went for the move into turn 1 on Battlecat, and he did not get it to stick, and he's now 1.2 seconds back, so he's going to be very vulnerable from FTR Cali, whose rear wing is wide open. We could be 3 wide into Memorial Corner. We're not, though, and eBay Boy gets up into P4. Vice F1 goes a bit off, and he stays P5 through turn 9 we go. Seems like Cali got a beautiful run on Vice into the Singapore Sling. Will they stay side by side? They do, and they make it work, and Blurs also gets past Vice, so Vice losing quite a lot of spots. Is the McLaren driver of Donwa also going to go for a move? He does. He gets it to stick. Prospero drop there. Gets past Vice, and so does Tyrone. So Vice has just lost 6 positions in the space of about 5 turns. Does he look for a move down the inside of Tyrone? No, he doesn't, but Letter P now gets the run on Vice, gets the move done on Vice. Letter P into the top 10 after that moment in the first couple laps. Donwa is everyone's go. Batman now ahead of Vice, so Vice has dropped off very, very quickly as Websy is in the chat. Vice has pitted for hard tyres, so he kicks out of currently in the bottom 2, which is not what we want to see. But yeah, that little thing from Vice has caused Battlecat to run away from eBay Boy, and eBay Boy to run away from Blurs. Cali staying with Blurs. Blurs, one of the faster guys here in Tier 2 when it's his day. He's currently sitting P5. So Vice F1 must have had a wing change, because he's very far back. More than a normal pit stop, I believe. What about this train behind Blurs? Behind Cali, sorry. It's involving Domwa, who Websy and Devo love. The Domwa glazing. But yeah, spread out enough that no moves will be made. As I say that though, you see Loading Rifle and Vettel going at it a tiny bit. And it's Loading Rifle staying ahead of Vettel in the Merc. How are you, Websy? Hope you're well. You're doing well on this fine Saturday. Getting ready to cook the field once again tomorrow night, I assume, as Vice F1 has lost his whole front wing at the Singapore Sling. Rear wing seems to be okay, but you have to pit for a new front wing. Dark and Shadows is running away with this race lead, but he is still going to have to pit again. But honestly, it's going to be a very good couple final lap shootout. See if Dark and Shadow can catch the laps. It's Cam on comms, the shit Tier 1 driver. Yeah. I'm not last in the standings yet, though. Oh yeah. But yeah, Domwa. No, you're fine. You're fine. Domwa. Sorry. Cali will be very vulnerable to Domwa, who breaks. Ooh, Letter P goes for a move on Tyrone. Vice pits him quick. That's the third retiree of the night. Is Domwa going for a move down the inside? As we see, Cali has that front wing damage. Domwa gets the move in P6. Oh, was it Dom War? Oh, shit. Thanks, Websy. Is it Dom War, Devo? That is what I thought. Yep, it is a Squeaker. That is my new name. It's Squeaker. I drove okay in Baku. You just gotta stay out of trouble as Cali pits for a new front wing. Dom War. It is Dom. Yeah. I'm calling him Dom War. I called him Dom War all of last night, so I'm calling him Dom War all of tonight. But yeah, so Dom War currently in P6 for the Papaya. What will Tyrone do? Can he get a move on Letter P? No. Way too far back for that move, as we see Battle Cat seems to be gaining some time on Elmer Jacko in the Red Bull. Battle Cat in the Red Bull sandwich. As it's a Red Bull 2-4. But the Red Bull in P2 is going to have to pit, as we saw Loading Rifle got ahead of Batman. Domois. Speaking of which, he leads the P6 train, quite a big train, 4 drivers in it. There's 2 trains going on. eBay Boy Blur's not really going at it. His Blur's just a bit too far back. Did Letter P get the run and drop there? No, he did not, but drop there didn't have the best run. Shadows and Majako pit at the exact same time. So it's a 17-lap shootout for Dark and Shadows to get back to the race lead, but it's going to be oh so tough. He's going to be very far behind, so Battle Cat takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Letter P gets ahead of Drop Bear. Tyrone gets ahead of Drop Bear. Drop Bear had a bit of an incident at turn 3. So Blurs and Evo Boy on the podium and Battle Cat in the race lead. Jeez, it's going to be very tough for Shadows to get this win. Even a lot of points here tonight with 17 laps to go. And the gap to leader, he's 21 seconds behind. He has to gain 21 seconds in 17 laps. So he's got to gain over a second a lap. This Blur's going for a move on eBay Boy. No, he isn't. And if it was the actual F1 real life, he would have had DRS. He doesn't know. The vacuum car through 16 and 17 stays behind of eBay Boy. Battle Cat. Oh no, he gets a 3-second penalty as Blurs has that 10-second penalty. But that is really going to hurt Battle Cat. Very much going to hurt Battle Cat. Blurs got a very good run on eBay Boy. It might be quite an easy move into Memorial Corner. And as easy as you like for Blurs, currently now into P2. Oh, Domois and Letter P going at it. Letter P gets ahead of Domois for P4. And there's a bit of a rivalry, bit of racing. Well, obviously there's racing. Callie has pit and quit. That's not a DNF on track, but Vettel and Loading Rifle going toe to toe. The Talk Tour podcast. I need to stay up to date with that Talk Tour podcast. Anyway, through turn 13, and did Vettel get the better run on Loading Rifle around the outside. Oh, touches that outside wall and now gets a very good exit compared to Loading Rifle. Will Loading Rifle just squeeze in just a tiny bit? They bump wheels a couple times and Vettel gets the move. Although Loading Rifle from the outside goes to the inside, gets the move, peels off to the side to let his teammate go. Very, very good teamwork there. Dark and Shadows now up to P8 in this race. The gap to leader, it's now 20 seconds. So we gained 1 or 2 seconds as eBay Boy gets back ahead of Blurs. So Shadows is going okay, but he needs to start gaining some more time if he wants to get that race lead. Will we see Rifle get the move? No, we will not. Through the Singapore, no, sorry, that's not Singapore's thing. Don't know what I'm on about. It's Padang. Now through the single sling they go. Darkened Shadows already 1.8 seconds ahead of Vettel. So he actually is flying. Gap now 19.5 seconds with 15 laps to go. Ooh, did Batman get a good run on Rifle? Will he try the move around the outside into turn 14? No, he won't. He'll stay behind. As Drop Bear and Tyrone going at it. Into turn 1, 2 and 3 as Vice F1 leaves. So we've had 4 retirees. 2 have been pit and quits as Shadow sets the fastest lap with a 30.210. 2 were pit and quits, 1 was DNF and another a disqualification from Lil Sheldon as Blurs and eBay Boy going side by side, and Blurs gets the move done again as Battlecat just losing some time to those back 2. Is the AFL on now? Oh, I thought it was on at night. Damn it. Anyway. 20-11, Brisbane. Brisbane up 20-11. Second quarter. That's your score update. Jebot gets a 3-second time penalty. As... Oh, yellow flag! Majacko and Batman, no! Oh, they were doing so well. Batman, the tier 3 driver. Oh, very unlucky. Didn't see what happened there, but they're now at the back of the grid. But keep going. You're guaranteed points if you finish tonight, because it's points down to 15, and there's only 13 drivers still with us. Luckily, Batman doesn't have damage. What about Majacko? Also doesn't have that damage. Good from them. As will we see eBay Boy get the move on Blurs? Currently, everyone has pitted as Blurs picks a 3-second time penalty up. Oh, he already had the 10 seconds, so it's eBay Boy, who Ferrari fans want the 3-second time penalty to go to. Into Memorial Corner, gets the move done quite easily, but he goes wide on the exit, but Blurs doesn't capitalise on it, and he stays back, so eBay Boy in the Red Bull sticks ahead of Blurs. Through 11 and 12. I think it's 11 and 12. It is. 11 and 12, and now 13. Don't know how any of them are corners, but we go with it. Blurs will have DRS on eBay Boy. Will he get the move on eBay Boy? No, he will not. Too far behind to get a move done. So through 16 and 17 they go. Darkened Shadows. That's not the one I wanted to press. Darkened Shadows has caught up to the pack. 14 seconds. Yep, 14 seconds in 12 laps for Darkened Shadows. He needs to get past these drivers right now, and he could very well be on to win this race. But he has got to go. And he's got to go fast. Does he get past Vettel? Does he get past Drop Bear? Into turn 1? Yes, he does. Now his focus is on Tyrone, the tier 3 driver, the full-time tier 3 driver, who's P2 in the standings there. And Darkened Shadows stays back, but I have a feeling he's going to get this move done as easy as you like before Memorial Corner, side by side. And he's done it. Darkened Shadows up to P6. And he's about... Again, not the button I wanted to press. Now 13 seconds off the race lead. So he's flying. Absolutely flying. Already broken DRS from Tyrone. EO Boy and Blurs still going at it. How long will it take for Darkened Shadows to get past Domois? We'll have to see. risky cameraman just sitting on the track there. It's very risky for that cameraman. That is a joke, by the way. I'm not that dumb. 11 laps to go here tonight. We've already been through 20. We've got 11 to go. Oh, Batman has DNF'd. No. Oh, he's DNF'd into Connaught of turn 15. So that brings out your second safety car. And that makes Dark and Shadows very, very close to the lead now. As the drivers should go mediums to the end. Unless anyone's brave enough to stay out. Which I don't think is the right call. Yep, the back runners have pitted. So we'll have to see what these guys do. Dark and Shadows was on 11 lap fresher tyres than him, which is why he was so much quicker. So will he stay out or will he pit? You'd think he'd pit. Well, Battlecat is coming close to the pit lane and he pits. So does Eve, so does Blurs. What about Letter P? He pits. Now Domois in the McLaren, he pits. Now Shadows, what does he do? He pits. So does Tyrone, so does Power Drop there, so everyone pits under that safety car. And no one has to double stack, which is good. Ooh, Blurs is serving his 10-second, I forgot about that. That's going to very much, I mean, that'll help Blurs a lot actually. Blurs back in this race. Back in this race for the lead. But he's got Dark and Shadows behind him. Battlecat is going to be struggling with that 3-second pen. Domois in P4. Letter P. P3. After spinning in the first couple laps. That's a very good recovery from himself. Devo's prediction is Domois P6. I need to get my laptop on charge. Do you know no carnage at the front? Where's my charger? I will be 2 seconds. I am gonna go get my charger. Probably my brother's room. I think. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so safety car should be in this lap. It is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. So Battle Cat leads. When will he go? And he's gone very early. Foot to the floor, pays the medal. Green flag racing for the second time tonight, and Battle Cat has jumped eBay Boy. He's very unexpected, and he's gone. Absolutely gone. So very good start from. Pardon me. Very good start from Battle Cat. And how is Dark and Shadows going? How's Blur's going? Into Memorial Corner. Will he get the move done? Around the outside of Dombois. He gets pushed off into turn 8. He gets the move done on Dombois. So Blur's up a spot in the early stages of the safety car restart. What about Shadows? Can he get past Dombois? No, he can't. Stays behind him. So, Letter P can smell what a eBay Boy had for dinner last night. And you want to hope it was something that doesn't stink. Otherwise you feel bad for Letter P. So it's now lap 24. DRS enabled. Blurs sets the fast lap of the race. In the half. Hello, chat. Can chat hear me? We're good. We're good. I think we're good. I think you guys can hear me. Into Memorial Corner, Letter P gets the move on eBay Boy. So there's a Williams driver in P2. Someone tell me if you can hear me, because I think, my mic's on, so. Blurs and eBay Boy going at it into the Singapore Sling. Blurs gets the move done. Thank you, Dono. Yeah, pens are definitely going to be crucial. Dark and Shadows did get past Dombois. But it's still a Ferrari who leads with the 3-second pen. So that could really hurt Battle Cat. 6 laps to go. eBay Boy gets back ahead of Dark and Shadows. Dark and Shadows gets back ahead before turn 18. Letter P with the fastest lap of the race, 29.870. Drop Bear gets a 3-second pen. Mercedes driver will quickly check penalties. Everyone except for Jebot has that 3-second. Rifle gets ahead of Vettel. They're going at it in a Memorial Corner. Rifle will stay ahead though. Up to P9 is loading Rifle. So can Shadows get past? We did see that he got the 3-second pen. So letter P is in prime position to win this race. But can he capitalise on it? We'll have to see. And is he going to get the move done on Battle Cat into turn 14? No, he won't. He'll stay back. What about the exit, though? No. He'll stay back behind. Blurs loses some time. So he'll be vulnerable to Dark and Shadows. Yeah, bad boy is struggling. He's lost quite a lot of time. Might have front wing damage. No, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does. Sorry. He's got front left end plate damage. That's right, bad boy is struggling, as Devo said. Sorry, Devo said. And he gets the 3-second bad boy. So Dom Wah now. Possibly on for a podium if he stays with these guys. You never know. But it's still Battle Cat. Who leads here, boy? Who leads Blurs? Although maybe not for long. Dark and Shadows. Will he get the move? No, he won't. He'll stay back. What about to the inside of turn 8? No. Stays back. So very close up the front. Into the Singapore sling. Through 13 they go. And it's still Battle Cat. 5 laps to go. Oh, yellows! No, there's been an incident with Gerbot and Vettel. Sorry, not Gerbot and Vettel, just Vettel. He has had a bit of a moment. Still got, I think he's missing his front left end plate. He is. We'll probably need to pit for a new one. Unfortunately. The letter P does not need to go for a move here, because he's within 3 seconds of Battle Cat, so he just can sit back and get this race win. But will he go for the move? Anyway, into Memorial Corner, Dark and Shadows gets ahead of Blurs around the outside. Goes the letter P, and he gets the move done on Battle Cat as Dark and Shadows got the move done on Blurs. So you've got a new race leader. It's a Williams driver. It's letter P, who is coming last in the first couple laps. He's now into the race lead as Majako is losing some spots to Loading Rifle and Drop Bear. But it's a Ferrari 2-3 and sorry, not Ferrari 2-3, I meant Ferrari and RB 2-3. They lead the tier 2, the overall constructors. I'm fumbling. RB lead the constructors and then Ferrari. And then Haas, I believe. Into 16 and 17, the drivers go. Blurs gets another 3 second. That's huge. That is huge. We could be seeing Blur drop a couple spots come the end of this race because of that 3 second pen. Will Battle Cat get ahead of P? No, he won't. Does Shadows get the run on Cat? No, he doesn't. So, the constructor rivals going at it for P2. We have to see what will happen. Can Battle Cat stay ahead of Shadows, your tier 2 chip leader? Or will Shadows who came P2 last race, behind his teammate of Grandson Nips. Will he get the move done? P. Oh, they're very close now. Battle gap. So not battle gap. Shadows down the inside before turn 1, and he gets the move done. So Darkened Shadows moves up into P2. Very good recovery from letter P. Technically 3 seconds ahead because of this 3-second pen. The 3-second pen's behind him. And there's a lot of them. Oh, loading rifle's DNF'd. Loading rifle is DNF'd, but it's too late for a safety car. He's DNF'd on the straight, I believe. Yeah, DNF'd on the straight. Might have made contact, but that's crucially an RB out. So Ferrari won't lose too many points from RB if Cat doesn't get ahead of Shadows. Yeah, no chance. Unless the top 4 take each other out, no chance. But it's still the P. Blurs gets another one. That's 9 seconds worth of penalty for Blurs. He's going to lose quite a lot of spot. That is the pens. Darkened Shadows down the inside before Memorial Corner. Letter P just has to stay back and not die for this race. Yeah, Dom Wakaby doing very good. As Dever said, stay within eBay Boys 3-second gap, and he gets a P4. Darkened Shadows now running from letter P, but it doesn't matter. As long as letter P doesn't lose 2 seconds in this last lap, we could be seeing the race winner in a Williams. Not much going on, but it's Blurs and... Oh, Blurs has lost his front left end plate. Possibly why he's been getting quite a lot of pens. eBay Boy has also lost his front left end plate. Wow. Down the inside goes eBay Boy, and he gets the move to stick. Not what Domwa wanted to see, because now Domwa seems to be only looking for a P5 now. At least he can reel in eBay Boy. We'll have to see as Darkened Shadows running away with his... Darkened Shadows could actually win this race. I just realised. Darkened Shadows could be on to win this race. The letter P has front right end play. 5 tenths now. 4 tenths now. Darkened Shadows could be on to win this race. It's 3 tenths. Letter P. And he's got front wing damage. 2 tenths now. With 3 turns to go. Letter P's flashing. Darkened Shadows. It's going to be very close. 2 tenths. Can he get it in the last 2 turns? I think it's just not going to be enough. Darkened Shadows crosses the line. Your race winner. But your real race winner will be letter P by 2 tenths. Then Battle Cat, eBay Boy, Domwa, Sorry, Evo Boy blurs and Don White. Don White just misses out on Evo Boy by a tenth. That was getting very interesting at the end there. So we will get Don White, very good drive. I forgot he's tier 3. The tier 3 driver gets a P5. He technically won last night in P5. That was an action-packed race. So it's an RB who ends up, sorry, not an RB, don't know what I'm yapping about. It's a Williams who ends up winning this race, followed by an RB and then a Ferrari. As I'll try and get these guys in. Race director. No, that's not what I wanted to do. 2 seconds as I add darken shadows. Battle Cat has joined us. Hopefully Darkened Shadows got the invite. Very action-packed race at the end there.
This is what we call the play screen. It's basically your jumping off point for all the different ways you can play F1 World. Feel free to explore, have a good look around, and when you're ready to get... Welcome to F1 World, a journey
hopefully,
along the way, you'll build up your compendium, find new ways
P
to customize
does
your
join.
car and
So if anyone's got Darkened Shadows...
Yeah, I've invited him, mate. All good.
Thank you. We'll get started then, because you are in Battle Cat. Yeah, how are you feeling after that race?
Yeah, pretty good actually. Happy with the podium. I think we raced in DRS last night, and I really didn't enjoy it. The tyres were falling off really quickly. So that safety car, even though Batman DNF'd and brought it out, his demise was my win actually, because I wouldn't have been able to bring those hards to the end. So I came out at a perfect time, and then. Yeah, just holding on the podium. I think P and Darken's just way too quick. Darken's is very, very rapid. And then I think a few guys behind me had some pens as well, so I managed to keep P3. So happy with that. All I need to do is just continually bring home some points. Blurs and Scotty finished behind me, so I ticked the box there. Happy with that.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting race, and it would have been interesting as well if that last safety car didn't come out with the Darkened Shadows like catching you guys, because obviously he didn't pit under that first safety car. So yeah, it was very interesting at the end there. But yeah, how are you feeling for Australia, not next week but the week after?
I am feeling bad because I won't
Obviously
be
not
here.
racing.
So,
Yeah,
I won't be
well,
racing.
last lap.
So, that'll be the opportunity for the guys to close the gap. I'll miss that race, but I'll be back the one after wherever that is. I can't remember. So, yep.
Yeah. Unless you got anything else to say, Battle Cat.
No, all good. Thanks, Cam. Thanks again for jumping in the comms box, and congrats to Darkins and Letter P especially, keeping it clean and bringing home another win at Indus. So, yep, great job. Thanks, Cam. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for joining us, Battle Cat. We'll then move on to Darkened. First of all, I think everyone wants to know, what was that quali lap? was yeah. Sorry, you go. Especially on your first run as well. It's a very good lap. Now on to the race. Just run us through how your race went. Mhm. Mhm.
I just wanted to barge in here real quick. On the stream, we can't really hear you.
Oh, thank you, Letter P. You just got to share your party audio.
There you go.
Good.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the safety car. And then I would pass the safety car and just see everyone go into the pits, and I just knew that I just screwed myself. And then, what is it? I pit lap 15, 13, 14, something like that.
Yeah.
And the tyre deficit was crazy. I was catching people so quickly. It was quite fun, actually. And I thought I was on pace to catch up to the front runners, but
yeah,
another safety car comes in and screws with my plans a little bit more. But
yeah,
it was quite enjoyable.
yeah, definitely. So were you always like, there was never a part in your mind that was like, I'm gonna pit here for this first safety car?
Honestly, for 3 seconds, and then I thought, nah, no chance. Lap 3, no way, and everyone did. Because I didn't realize how good the hards are, and that you only lose like 1% a lap.
Yeah.
So yeah, miscalculated that for sure.
Yeah. Well, also, did you think you were gonna get letter P in that last lap? Not get him out of the 3 second, because that was very close.
Yes and no, because I saw he had wing plate damage, so I thought, okay, where I'm going to make up the time is on the corners, because I was running a downforce setup. I was running 50-46, so all of my time would have been on the corners. So I thought, I just need to nail this last sector, or this last couple corners, and I would have been sweet. But I think good old Letter P nailed it anyway, so unfortunately I didn't make up enough time, and I ran out of ERS by then, so
Yeah.
I wasn't at max pace.
Yeah, well, it was very close at the end there. But yeah, how are you feeling? As I said before, not next week, but the week after, for Australia, down under.
I haven't done much of Australia since the release of this game, to be honest. I don't mind Australia. There are parts where it's pretty dangerous. Might break on the grass and spin out on that little downhill right-hander. I don't know. I don't mind Australia, but I haven't done it for a while, so we'll see.
Yeah, well, for your sake, I hope it goes well. For the championship's sake that I'm in, I hope it doesn't go well. But yeah, two back-to-back P2s for you. Checkered Flag will be very happy. I know that. And yeah, thanks for. Unless you got anything else to say.
No, not much. Letter P from damage from to last to first, you know. Just the usual. Battle Cat as well, just ends up on the podium every race. The guy's consistent, gotta give him that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just another race of Inters, really.
Well, yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining us at Dark and Shadows. And yeah, good race from you tonight.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate the commentary, and well done, Letter P, down to the wire.
It was very close indeed. So we will move on to Letter P now.
How are we?
Not bad. P, how are you feeling after that race?
Yeah, mixed emotions, of course. It was definitely really close at the end there, but it's when you get across the line that matters, so...
Yeah, yeah, I mean, after that, did you ever think, after spinning, what was it, like lap 2 or 3? Something like that? That you were going to eventually come back and win this race?
I knew that it was going to be like every other race, where something always happens, so... But that's when I work best, is recovering what I lost. Just went that extra step, so just another day in the office, I guess.
just another day in the office for the Willies. So yeah, run us through how your race went, P.
Well, quali wasn't the greatest. I invalidated my last 2 laps, so my banker was the representative lap. I definitely thought there was a lot more time in them. The race, at the beginning, I lacked a lot of pace. I was just falling off, couldn't really keep up with the Battle Cat, and then obviously with the spin from, I think it was Sheldon's disconnected AI, that didn't help. But then, the 2 safety cars came out. The first one was great, because I could box for some fresh tires, and see where I could go from there, and then really, the last safety car is what helped me achieve this win. And ironically, it was a Ferrari who was battling for the overall constructors. So, and then the wing damage, it wasn't ideal, but I had to keep my head down, put in a stonker of a middle sector and last sector, which helped, and drained the battery all the way to the line. There was 0 left.
Yeah. Was as we, jeez, as we said before, that run to the line was very interesting. Did you ever think that that you'd lost it at the very end there?
Yeah, there was a point. But as soon as I saw it was within 3 seconds, the weight just left my shoulders and I could breathe.
Yeah. Next round, Australia. How are you feeling for that?
Yeah, pretty good. Australia's one of my all-time favorite tracks. I love the second sector. It's very flowing, very nice. So I love flowing circuits.
Yeah, unless you've got anything else to add.
Well done, Battle Cat. Well done, Dark Shadows. Great race, everyone. Really enjoyed it.
Well, yeah, that'll be it. Tier 2, round 11, Singapore. I was joined by P, Shadows and Battle Cat. Letter P ends up winning the race out of seemingly nowhere at the start of that race. So very good race from you. And yeah, that'll be it tonight. Thank you all for joining, and